the music on. What can I listen to right now? Na, 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 na. What's up, my people? I'm gonna be roasting some lobsters. I'm gonna put my oven on actually, 450. And I'm gonna just make a quick stock. Is that good? Yeah, all right, let me get some butter melted first. What's up, guys? I'm gonna be on for probably like an hour. My husband just took my kids to go visit their grandmother. So I'm like, all right, this is like the time where I'd be cooking anyway by myself, usually with my headphones on, watching Shameless. But right now, we're gonna hop on. I'm about to make some roasted lobster. I'm gonna make a Fugazi red lobster biscuit. So it's basically a can of like Grand's biscuits that you zhuzh up to turn into like a red lobster vibe. And then I'm gonna just do like a sauteed broccoli. But I do have some like residual shells. Hey babe. From cutting down the lobsters. I thought you were going to get the kids. You didn't go over there yet? Oh, my husband went to go fishing on his new little boat, which is by his mother's house. What? Oh. So this is the lobsters. I have some garlic, tomato, onion, carrot, celery. I'm really just creating like a little stock here just to get rid of the shells. And if anything, I'll pop it in the freezer. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna put some water on it. I'll show you. What's up, guys? I already roasted up some onions. Look at these. They're just whole roasted onions. So good. It's like a nice side dish. I'm gonna put just water, really. And I'm not gonna season this because whatever I'm gonna use it in, that's where I'm gonna season it. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna let that go. I'll put a little salt. But that's just the lobster shells, the tomato, celery, carrot, herbs, onion. Some fresh herbs. I got some dill and some parsley. All right, let's make the butter. Oh, I'm also gonna do the dredge for the zucchini flowers. I stuffed zucchini flowers today with some ricotta, and I gotta do a little like salsa batter. I'll show you. So definitely this part. I already stuffed them. I'm doing this for content too, so I'm gonna like record while I'm on here with you, hanging out, chilling. I just need to do like that last dredge part, you know? Where's my little standy? Here it is. Thank you. These are Walmart bowls. Nothing crazy. I'll show you my things. So I picked some zucchini flowers this morning. I cleaned them. I stuffed them with like a cheesy ricotta mixture with some honey, salt, pepper, some fresh parsley. And now I'm going to create like a little crispy batter with like some salsa and flour. You know, nothing crazy. So I'm just going to store these in the fridge until we're ready to dip because these are very delicate. You need to dip them and go straight into the oil. You know, you really can't be like playing around with them. So let's just put this stock on the side. Okay, babe. Oh yeah. Did you catch anything? What do you mean no? Well, did you take the boat out though?
Yeah.
All right. So even just that is like practice.
I found some spooky places.
Where did you go?
It's crazy, like,
Are you scared?
I wasn't scared. It was like a weird, like...
New territory.
No, like an abandoned building or some stuff, like on the river.
I would be so scared. What do you mean?
Abandoned with the lights on. And, like a wooden enclosure right next to it.
That is so freaky.
And it looked like they were pumping heat into the wooden enclosure. It was nuts. I got video. I'll post it and I'll show you.
Don't post it. Who knows what that is? I'm not getting involved in this shit. Who knows what it is? Okay. I'm gonna get a little like pot to put the oil in. And what do I have here? I got some avocado oil. That's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use avocado oil. Just had Taco Bell for lunch. Yum. What's your Taco Bell order? My Taco Bell order is, I love that bean and cheese burrito. I used to really like the crunch wrap, but it's like all tomatoes now, and their tomatoes are not good. Their tomatoes taste like they just taste like water. I actually been telling them to leave the tomato out. You want to do like a shallow fry, and those flowers are pretty small, so that's fine, like that much, you know. I'm gonna get this hot while we prepare the batter. Just got some stock going, but I'm probably not gonna do anything with that today. That's just to not waste those shells, you know what I mean? Why waste the shells, babe? Why waste the shells? You wanna come over for dinner? I wish I could feed you all. I really do. I really wish I could feed everybody. You know, and everyone's always telling me, oh, you should do those pop-ups, you should do this, you should do that. But, I mean, people get dogged on those pop-ups, and I'm not getting involved in that. So, sorry. I don't know what to say, you know? It's the public, it's not me. I'm looking for some bread, not bread flour, regular flour. Here we go. So I like to use a nice salsa water for that. Right now I'm just making a quick little batter to dip the zucchini flowers in. I stuffed zucchini flowers. I'm actually recording a video for content, so I'm just like, got you guys hanging with me right now. I stuffed zucchini flowers with ricotta, honey, a little bit of mozzarella, some fresh parsley. Thank you. This apron was actually sent to me from Bono. Not sponsored. Definitely not sponsored. Just a very nice gift. And I enjoy it. It's nice. The colors are nice. You know, I feel like it's my vibe. You know what I mean? Don't they love me? So, I just have a bowl here. I only have a few flowers because they don't come often. That's why they are a delicacy. And when you got them, you got to use them. So as soon as I brought them in, I cleaned them. I took out that little stem in the middle. And you want to be sure, because people say if you pick the flowers to the zucchini, are you still going to grow zucchinis? You're still going to grow zucchinis. Of course you are. You just need to, okay, so there is like a male or a female flower. Apparently, if I'm not mistaken, the female flower is the one that's on the long stem. So you're not supposed to be picking the one on the long stem. Sometimes I pick it. I'll tell you the truth, especially this early in the season. Sometimes I pick it because I like the stem when I fry it. I do the same shit every year. The first like 2 or 3 blooms, I pick them. And how many am I getting? 5 or 6 of them. And I get zucchinis all summer. I get them well into September. So I don't know. This I got on the TikTok shop. I don't even know. I may have it linked in my storefront somewhere. You should go check it out. This is a green tea. Matcha love. It's Japanese matcha and green tea. Maybe we'll have a Sunday drink, but not right this second. Okay. Here's my bowl. This is just an all-purpose flour. I'm going to probably do like a cup here. And you really just want to put the salsa water in to your consistency. Like, you want it a little bit thicker. You want a thicker batter. Don't put as much water. You want a thinner batter. I like it on like the thinner side just to like appreciate everything else in it. So, you know, I'll do it by eyeball, but let's season it before we start adding the mixture. I'm gonna be dredging some zucchini flowers right now, and then we're gonna fry them, and I'm definitely gonna enjoy one with you because you need to eat them right away, okay? You know what I'm saying? Let's season up. What are we seasoning with? I'm gonna do some garlic powder, onion powder. And that's really it. Salt, pepper, you know? The phone flashlight is annoying. I'm sorry. I'll be done soon. This is some garlic powder. Okay. This is some onion powder. A little bit of salt. A little bit of black pepper. I'm making a simple batter for the zucchini flowers. I'll shut it off, okay? What should I put in that? I think that's all, honestly, because I want to taste the zucchini flower, and they're so small, thin, delicate. Let's mix that. Now we're gonna whisk in some salsa water. And then once it's the consistency that we like, we will put in some ice cubes to keep it cold. You didn't miss anything yet. So all I got right now is my oven on 450 because we're gonna roast lobsters. And I also am just making a little dredge for a zucchini flower recipe that I'm working on for content. You guys are hanging with me, so we're just gonna do it together right now. I already stuffed the zucchini flowers with ricotta, honey, mozzarella, seasoning, some fresh parsley. So I'm gonna just dredge them real quick, and I have some avocado oil over here getting hot because as soon as we dredge, we're gonna go straight to the fryer. Okay, I'm gonna go in a little whisk, and I like to use the salsa water for this, so I'm gonna just, you know, drizzle in some Pellegrino and whisk until it's the consistency that you like. And then once it's the consistency you like, throw a few ice cubes in. If you keep it colder, apparently it like gets you nice and crispy, and it keeps you crispy. So I do it. I feel like it works. I like to mix it really well before you add more because it can fool you. The salsa water keeps it light and fluffy as opposed to water, but you don't need it. You could use regular water. I should have used a bigger bowl, but that's okay. We are making a little batter for our zucchini flowers. So right now we're just mixing together some salsa water, some all-purpose flour. I did some seasoning, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. And yes, it doesn't look great right now, but trust me, it's gonna come together. It's just like when you're making a sugar glaze for cookies, like you add the powdered sugar and the milk, and you're like, oh my God, this is never gonna come together. I need a bigger bowl, honestly. I really just need a bigger bowl. I'm just trying to reserve the amount of stuff that I need to wash. But you know how it goes, guys. Okay, just put you in a bigger bowl. You can go quicker. Now, like I said, I have my avocado on already because we want to go straight in. I'm gonna go a little thinner than this. So if you're just joining, we are about to dip zucchini flowers that I just picked from my garden this morning. And I'm just doing a little salsa water and flour batter with some seasonings. And I like it pretty thin, on the thinner side. I don't want it to be like a thick batter. Like, this is perfect. I'm gonna add the ice cubes in now. And I'll show you. I already stuffed the zucchini flowers. So now this is when you're gonna add your ice cube, okay? And the ice cube is just gonna keep it cold. And again, that does the same thing like the salsa water, just keeps it like light and fluffy. So I'm just putting a few ice cubes in. Okay. Here's the zucchini flowers. It's basically an edible flower. And I stuffed them with ricotta, mozzarella, honey, fresh parsley, some seasoning. You'll see, I'm gonna post it. I don't know like exactly off my head right now. If I sat and thought for a second, I would. But you know. So here's our batter. Then you put a little drop. It's definitely ready to go. And these are gonna take like 1 to 2 minutes per flour. Okay, very quick. Everything goes very quick here. You take your flour, you're just gonna dip it lightly in this batter, right into the oil. Dip, fry. Now you could save this batter, you could do like a little tempura. I think I'm gonna do some zucchini if I have it in there. To just like get plated with this. Because I also made a pistachio and basil pesto today. I'll show you that when I get a sec. These look so good already. I'll show you. See what I'm doing. Can you see inside the pot? I'm gonna like turn them around in a second. Before it gets beautiful, I'm gonna go in and just flip them. Let it be beautiful. Okay. So I'm gonna put my heat up a little bit. I had it pretty low. I'm cooking some zucchini flowers. They're gonna come out very quick. I have a few more over here. We're gonna dip and fry. They're stuffed with ricotta, some honey, salt, pepper seasoning, you know, fresh parsley. Not much seasonings, because you want to appreciate the flour. And then I did a little dredge of like a flour and salsa water batter, and that is just giving it a little crispy outer edge. I'll show you. And then I made a pistachio pesto, which I did record also when I get it, you know, when I edit it, I'll post. And I'm gonna serve these on a bed of them. I'll show you. Now these are not gonna get super brown, so you're not looking for like a fried chicken cutlet. You know, they're a very delicate flour. You just want them nice and fluffy and crispy on the outside. So I have a, you know, a plate here. I have a paper towel. You want to get a little slotted spoon. I'm going to take them out. Have you guys ever had zucchini flowers before? I mean, I grew up eating these. My grandmother used to put them in eggs a lot also. So every once in a while when I see a few out there, I'll pick them. It is a bitch, especially because you're not getting that much out of it. Like, you're only doing all this for, like, you know, 8 flowers. Like, if Mariella was here, they'd already be gone. Obviously, I'm going to save them for her. Don't lose your shit. But you know what I'm saying. You get my vibe. This is our batter that we made. It's just basically just flour and some salsa water. So you're just dipping the cheese-filled zucchini flour in the flour mixture. Okay. I'm gonna put this batter aside because I may do like a zucchini or something later too. I'm gonna let those fry a second, but I'm gonna show you how I want to plate these for the end of the video. And then obviously it'll be like I'm gonna enjoy one with you because I've been dying for one. And then it'll be like a side dish with dinner later. Which is a roasted lobster. That's what I'm making today. I already broke down the lobsters. And I have some stock going over here with like the little shells that I cut off. I'm just boiling it up with some, you know, aromatics, herbs, carrot, celery, all that good stuff. This is my pesto that I made. It's a basil pistachio pesto. This is the basil from my garden. I wish so hard that you could smell this. Like, you have no idea how much I wish. I really don't think you understand. All right, now I'm gonna plate these up because they look better when they first come out, you know? Thank you, Yapadon. I appreciate that, boo. I got this bowl from Walmart. That's where I get all my stuff. Walmart, Target, you know. Nothing crazy. Just a regular ass bitch. All right, so how I want to serve this is I want to just put some pesto at the bottom. And oh my goodness. Smells so ridiculous. I have some tortellini in there. I'm going to mix them with some tortellini. Not today, probably tomorrow. Look at it. Can you see that? This is a pistachio pesto. Pistachio, basil, olive oil, cheese, lemon, olive oil, salt, pepper. And you just want to like put a little bit at the bottom of the bowl. You don't want to like put too much either because you don't want it to be like soggy. You know what I mean? Just a little schmear. Just a little schmieze. I really wish you guys could taste this. Well, you know what? I'll just get you the recipe and you could try it and make it. And then you can tell me, oh my God, Leah, you were so right. That is delicious. It really is just so delish. Let me take these last flowers out. This is just like reminds me of childhood right here. This silly stuff. It's not even like that crazy of a recipe. Very minimal ingredients. It's really just the flavor of it. It's the quality, like because you have such quality ingredients, you taste it, you know, you get the vibes. It's just a completely different vibe. It really is. Trying to pull it out so everybody could see what I'm doing over here and then you could see too. So this is just our bowl of homemade pistachio pesto. And then these are some zucchini flowers that I fried up from my garden. I picked them this morning. I stuffed them with like a ragazzo honey mixture. And I'm just gonna show you how I would plate them. This was for content. But how I like work in this industry is whatever I do for content is dinner. You know what I mean? So I'll make like, say I'm making 4 different things that day. I'll just make 4 small portions and then we'll have a meal of those 4 different things. And it you know, works out. I just feel like, why would you waste the food? Such great food. These are, like, I wish you could, these are crispy. I'm gonna take a bite with you. I wanna just get them plated. They look beautiful. Recipes like this I really appreciate because I mean now it's like, oh, like it seems fancy to people, but back in the day these were literally just flowers that no one even knew. Like you just leave them, they die off, and it is what it is. But now it's like a big thing, you know. They probably charge you $29.99 for this at any restaurant, honestly. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of grated cheese to just finish. Yes, my cookbook is coming out probably It's not coming out for like at least a few months, so I don't want you guys to get too excited. But you know, when all the timeline plays out the way it is, of course I'm gonna share with you guys. It's beautiful. These are zucchini flowers stuffed with ricotta, honey, seasonings, and then it's on a bed of homemade pistachio pesto. Look at it. She's beautiful. I'm gonna definitely share this with you. Have you guys ever had a stuffed zucchini flower? Let's see if we can get a cheese ball. No cheese ball, but look. You guys have no idea how delicious that is, okay? It's literally an edible flower stuffed with a honey ricotta on a bed of pistachio pesto. Wow, guys. Yum. Cookbook vibes, cookbook vibes. No, you know what? I'm really trying to, you know, I'm all about being like resourceful, right? So for me, something like that is being resourceful. Like you're using every part of your vegetable, every part of your plant, but like in a bougie way, you know, because it looks nice, it feels fancier, but it's really not. It's literally like 6 ingredients. It's all the extra components that you added. The stuffing, the breading, the pesto, which was absolutely freaking insane. Pistachio over pine nuts in a pesto, 9,000%. Yes, please. Okay. What we're gonna do now is, thinking if I should do, I'm gonna do the same stuffing in my like Fugazi red lobster biscuits that I'm gonna put in my roasted lobster. So let's just make one little like tasty butter and then we'll use it for both dishes. Let me get a little bowl. I'll see my measuring cup. So I'm gonna put probably like 2 sticks of butter in here. This is gonna be for the biscuits and the lobster. Well, I know it's 2 sticks because I just put 2 sticks in here, so that's what we got. I don't know what we're cooking Tuesday yet. I'll definitely share Monday though. I'm still up in the air. I'm thinking either a meatless or some sort of fish. Probably gonna go with a fish. So in this butter, this is gonna be for what we're gonna pour over our lobsters and also what we're gonna be pouring into the biscuits because we're doing like a red lobster biscuit. So some salt, black pepper, what's this one? Garlic powder, probably some sort of fish, onion powder, and some fresh garlic. Fresh garlic. My girls eat everything I cook. Parsley. My girls eat everything. They're like pretty good. Like tonight we're making lobsters, we're making biscuits, and we're making broccoli. They eat everything there. The only thing she may want to eat around is the parsley, and you're really just pouring it like over the lobster. So when I get the meat out of the lobster, she's probably not even gonna have any parsley on it, honestly. All right, let me put this aside because I'm gonna microwave this. Melt the butter. Here I have these Grand's biscuits. Okay, this is some semi-homemade. Call me Sandra Lee. Call me Sandra Lee, because we're doing semi-homemade Red Lobster biscuits. So you can use any cheese you want. I happen to have this Green Goddess Gouda. It's like a herby Gouda cheese. Yum. So I'm going to shave that on it. I'll show you. And some Red Lobster seasoning. Well, not Red Lobster, you know. That Old Bay crapola, which I'm going to put in the butter once it melts. I got to go grab us some lemons. Call me Sandra Lee. Yes, I did. I do remember her heavy pour cocktails. I remember her tablescapes. Sandra Lee was the OG. Okay? I don't think she got enough credit, that Sandra Lee. I gotta tell you, I really don't think she got enough credit. That sweet little lady. I wonder what she's doing now. I think I had to go in for one more of these guys. Look at that. This is a zucchini flower from my garden. I stuffed it with ricotta, honey, salt, pepper, parsley. Fried it in a very simple batter. Flour, salsa water. Placed it on top of a pistachio pesto. It is insane. I'm gonna save these for the kids, I promise. I promise. I'm watering. My mouth is watering just telling you about it. It's a delicacy. It's a delicacy. Okay? They only come a certain time of the year for like a week. So this is our little seasoned butter. I'm gonna put some lemon in here. Actually, put the lemon after I do the biscuits. I don't want the lemon on the biscuit. But I'm gonna put seasoning, some seafood seasoning, because I want that on the biscuit. Because they're Red Lobster biscuits. Like, this is what we're trying to do. This is what I'm trying to give right now. Plus, I want to put that on my lobster too. So, I'll show you. I have this little cake pan here. What is the timing on this? 350. Let's bump it down to 350. I just got a regular ass cake pan. This is the butter tasting with flaky layers. You need the layers. The layers are very important here, okay? I kid you not. I'm gonna tell you though, these things freak me out. These things freak me the heck out. Guliam Yassin is trying to liven me. Listen, you know, I work best alone. I work best alone, babe. I can't do lives together because I can barely keep up with myself, okay? I told you these things freak me out. I wasn't lying. You thought I was lying. You thought I was lying to you. Okay, there's 8 in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. It's important that you know how many because you got to slice them in half. I show you. I jumped. These things always make me jump. It's like an anxiety attack. I'm just trying to make a biscuit, you know? Holy moly. Okay, just get all this stuff out of the way. There's so much going on here. Okay, so in the cake pan, you don't even need to grease the bottom. Let's just put a little bit of the butter just in case. Let's not even talk crapola. Just put a little bit of that seasoned butter at the bottom, just in case, you know. Now, your Grant's biscuits, they always come with these little layers, right? So put them in half. Pull half and put your other half to the side. Find that middle layer and put it to the side. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy. These things are all gonna cook together anyway, so no big deal. you know, they always just work together. They always just stick together anyway. Okay. My rug is from Costco. No way crazy, guys. Okay, now I like to put them kind of like on top of each other because they cook as like one, you know, like almost like a pull-apart biscuit, which I kind of enjoy. Okay, and then this one's gonna go in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we did it. We did it right. So here we go. We got half our biscuits down here. I'm trying to do it so you can see too, okay? Here we go. Here's our butter situation that we made. I'm getting a spoon because I want to get like the herbs and the garlic. Take that garlic butter, or a little bit over each. We're doing like Fugazi Red Lobster biscuits. This is a grand biscuit, and then in here I have some melted butter, garlic, parsley, Old Bay, salt, pepper. I cut the biscuits in half, okay? Now I'm gonna go in with the other half of the, oh no, we wanna do cheese first. Let's do cheese first. Yeah, we gotta do double layer cheese. Hello. I'm using this really delicious, we're gonna taste it together. It's a Green Goddess Gouda. I didn't even open it yet. I bought it like a week ago. I just need my kids to be on summer now, you know? I feel like the end of the year is so annoying. It's just so many things to remember and do, half days and this and that. And I'm like, I can't take all this. I'm done with it. This is, you know, the little wax shit that comes on it. Let's taste that. Zesty parsley, basil, garlic. Perfect. I mean, it's good, but it's delicious. I'm not gonna hate a delicious cheese, but it's not really zesty. Like, I feel like it needs way more flavor than it has. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not even trying to be a hater for Trader Joe. Like, obviously, I like Trader Joe. There's a time and a place, but I feel like Trader Joe is kind of hyped up. Just a lot of like pre-packaged stuff, which I'm not even gonna be a hater. You know, I buy pre-packaged stuff. Okay, so let's not go there either. But it's kind of like a farce, you know, like the packaging is so aesthetically pleasing, right? You want to buy everything. And 50% of the time, it's like, okay. You know? I'm not even trying to be a hater. This is just my opinion. So, I'm going to go in with your biscuit tops on the biscuit, you know, because we cut them in half. So put that layer right back on top. And again, don't worry about them touching because they're going to all bake together anyway. I'm going to go in with more of this. And even when you go into Trader Joe, it's like a drug. Like, you lose control in there. It's like you go straight to the new items. It's like, where's the new snacks? Like, you can't wait to see the new freezer items. Like, and me too. I'm not even hating. I do too. I go there specifically like for the cool shit here and there. Plus, they have great cheese normally. I'm not even, you know, I just can't do a full grocery shop there. You know what I mean? It's more of like a leisure shop, something like that. For me, at least. Gonna go back in with that garlic seasoned butter. Make sure you get some garlic on each, and then you could go in and pour some butter. Okay. Alright, so this is our biscuits. I'm going to leave them aside, let them rise for like 5 minutes, and we'll bake them off. Do I have my oven up to temp yet? A couple of minutes. I'm going to show you our lobsters. because I already cleaned them and did all that. I'm gonna get those in the oven. Actually, let's put the biscuits in because I need my oven for my lobster on 450. So let's get these out of the way. We're gonna cook them about 12, like 12, 15 minutes. Let's pop them in now. So I can also show you when they're done, you know? Hey Siri, set a timer for 12 minutes. The lobster. So I already cleaned up our lobster earlier, and I had 3 lobsters. I basically just cut the bodies out. I even kept this part of the body that has like a little bit of the meat. I did record, so I will post that part too. Just because, like, I feel like this part of the body people usually just throw out, but it does have a nice amount of meat. You just gotta work for it, you know? Then I have the claws. The tails, I cut them in half so the butter can get in there, you know? So I'll show you how we're gonna make this. I do better. Okay, just have a glass Pyrex. You'll do the dishes? Please do, babe. Please do. Please do. All right, I'm gonna pour some of the butter at the bottom. Here's our lobster. I'm gonna just try to like arrange it on there. You know, no like rhyme or reason here. No rhyme or reason here, babe. The claws are kind of self-explanatory. Like, you're not really gonna get much flavor in them, but I like to just put them with each other. Got this big one, so I cut the other part off, or roast that on the other side. Here's our legs. You kind of want it all to be pretty close together because you want them to like cook on each other, you know? Like that's the beauty of like the juices all around. You want them just like all like cook on each other. You know, you want them to get nice and comfy with each other. Just arrange them in a way, especially these parts that are open where you can get something in them. There we go. So I can lay these bodies, because these aren't gonna get any flavor on them, so you could like lay them on top. You know what I mean? There we go. I'm gonna pour that butter mixture on. Like, I love to do a nice roasted lobster. It's very low maintenance. You don't gotta do much to it. You just gotta pour the butter and bake it up, you know? Okay. So this is just a tray of lobsters that I got here. And I made a nice like seasoned butter with parsley and Old Bay, fresh garlic. And I'm just gonna roast it up nicely. This is 3 lobsters that I cut up. Gonna make sure I get some garlic on all those exposed pieces. I'm also gonna go in with a little breadcrumb on those. I'll show you. This was 2 sticks of butter, and I also made the biscuits with it. Hey Siri, next song. I'm filming this for content too. Just because sometimes when I cut the live, the quality is like not as good as my, you know, iPhone. for something like this, I want you to see it in good quality. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna see, do I have some white wine there? If so, I'm gonna go in with some white wine. I'm gonna check. I love you deep in my heart, no. I have the wine. I'm looking for the wine opener. Where's the wine opener? Where's the wine opener? I didn't forget lemon. I'm gonna pour that at the end. I wanted to see if it had white wine first, because I don't want to pour the wine if I'm gonna put a ton of lemon. You know, it's like too much acid at once. Because then I would save the lemon for when it's finished. I do have the one. But where's my opener? I have one of those like electric ones. Oh, there. All right, my friends. I go right through that paper. I don't care. I go right through it. Don't care. I got the lobster. I'm gonna bake it on. Oh my God, she died! You're not kidding me right now. Wait, can I maybe make it work? Let's see. Somebody out there loves me. Somebody up there loves me. I love you too, Bill. I know it's God. And of course my Grammy. I'm sure he's got my back. Okay. So I have my oven on 450 and I'm gonna roast it probably like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Maybe I'll have a glass of wine too. So I'm gonna put some wine over it. Now you want a little moisture down there, you know, that's like basically poaching it. If you don't want to use wine, just double up on the lemon juice, or you can even do chicken stock, you know? It doesn't have to be the wine. I like the flavor of the wine. I'm gonna go in with some lemons too. Lemon. This apron I got from Bono. I'm just putting some fresh lemons on top. And we're gonna roast this as soon as those biscuits come out. We're gonna work on the broccoli in the meantime. I'm gonna actually roast these closed for like 10 minutes and then we'll take the top off. Okay? Let's do them closed for 10 minutes, but first I gotta get the oven up to temp when the biscuits are done. Yeah, this is a Sauvignon Blanc, but Pinot Grigio, any dry white wine will work for sure. I wish it was chilled though. It's not chilled. This is Grish Hills Estate. Fume Blanque. Cheers to you. Happy Sunday. I'm gonna put the breadcrumb after I take the cover off. So I'm gonna cook them covered. I have my oven on 450. Altogether, I wanna cook them about 20-25 minutes. So I'm gonna cover them, cook them about 10 to 12 minutes, uncover them. Then I'm gonna sprinkle some of the breadcrumb. It's really just to get a little crisp on like those tails, you know? So when I take the cover off, I will. I got some broccoli. I'm gonna make a little sauteed broccoli with garlic and oil. How about my other knife? I'm just gonna do these like garlic and oil. Maybe try to get a little char on them. That's why I'm keeping them pretty big. You know, like the kind of broccoli you get when you go to the seafood restaurant and you get as a side dish. Around here at least. So I'm gonna keep them pretty big. Try to get a little browning on them before you even add the garlic. Because then it'll burn the garlic. Okay. Hello from Hampshire? New Hampshire? Hello from New Jersey, babe. What do you guys want to see me make on Tuesday? Because you know I'm going to be live Tuesday also at 8 p.m. I'm going to share tomorrow morning what I'm cooking. I want to do something with seafood. Hey Siri, off. And I also want to do something, or I want to do something meatless. I'm not done. I'm going to give it another 5. I could do salmon, like the Hadassia, the perfect salmon. I really make a delicious like plum and peach salsa. And right now those fruits are in. So I was really aiming towards like a fruit salsa. I don't know if you guys would be down with that. Like a fruit salsa with like a piece of grilled fish. What should you make for Father's Day? Are you hosting breakfast or lunch? What meal of the day are you hosting? Yeah, it sounds, or like even flounder, but really like whatever technique I showed you, it could be used on other fish. You just have to change the cook time a little bit, you know? You know what I'm saying, baby? We're cooking up some broccoli right now. Hey Siri, set a timer for 4 minutes. That's gonna be for the
starting now. When the timer ends, you can say, Siri, stop.
The biscuits. I'm sorry guys, I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just like trying to get the dinner done. Also, because then it's a school night. It's still school night right now. So if it's not like cooked by a certain time and they don't want to eat, like if they're starving, they gotta eat right away or they're done, they're over it. I did roast these onions earlier. These are just whole roasted onions. I roasted them with some Old Bay, olive oil, garlic. It's gonna be like one of our side dishes. So we have the whole roasted onions, the lobster, the biscuits that I'm cooking off right now, and then I'm also gonna do a broccoli. I also have some lobster stock cooking with the shells from the lobster. I'll show you. This is just the shells of the lobsters. See them? That I like cleaned from when I cooked for when I broke down the lobster. And I just put it with some water, some salt, carrot, onion, garlic, celery, some fresh herbs. And this is a little lobster stock that I'm making. And if I don't use it this week, then I'll just pop it in the freezer and I'll use it next week, you know? Whatever you feel like cooking with it. I actually just got this pot at Costco and I love it. I really try to use like every piece of everything that I like am working with that day. The biscuits, I have a timer on them. I put another timer on those. I'm gonna get rid of these, put these away. Do people recognize me where I go? Sometimes. I feel like it happens more often, but I honestly like embrace it, you know? I feel like I'm in this position because of you people. So if you see me in public, you know, honestly, if I'm with my kids, maybe don't like get all crazy, but normally I'm like, yeah, come on, give me hugs, bro. You know, like I have this life because of you guys. So how would I ever not say hi to you in public? You know? I actually ran into somebody once and they were like, oh my God, I have to FaceTime my boyfriend. So I'm sitting there while he like calls his boyfriend. I'm like, oh yay. All right, our biscuits are done and I'm gonna raise our temp to 450 again. Oh my God, these look so sick. Look at these biscuits. These are Fugazi homemade Red Lobster biscuits. Okay. Maybe we'll do a mukbang now. See how my kids are later. So I put that on. I'm gonna put my lobster in. Hey Siri, set a timer for 18 minutes. And then that's when we'll take it out and put the breadcrumb. We'll see where we are in this household if my kids are turning into pumpkins because they're gonna be home any minute. If so, then I'll just like record the rest and I'll post it. But we'll see how far we get. We'll see how far we get. Let's cook the broccoli. Because first thing I want to do for that is just get color on it. Use this little cast iron skillet I got. Hi, Kristen. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm really trying to read your comment right now. My mom, Carmela, has passed away. You told me you loved her name. I do, and I still do love her name. I'm so sorry for your loss, babe. She's definitely here with us right now. She's probably eating those Red Lobster biscuits before us. She's telling me how good they are, how delicious they are. I'm so sorry for your loss, babe. But she's here hanging with us. She's about to make our broccoli too. Did she like to cook? She did like to cook. Aw. She's hanging out with us, babe. She's cooking with me right now. We're about to show you how to char broccoli, okay? Because nobody wants saggy ass broccoli. Not even Carmela. She didn't like saggy broccoli, right? I don't think so. I'm just getting my pan nice and hot, and I'm gonna put some olive oil in there. Probably like a quarter cup. Don't be afraid of olive oil, my people, okay? I want to eat those biscuits so bad. I just want to peel the layers. I just want to sit there and peel the layers. I'm getting some olive oil hot, guys. We're going to make some broccoli. I have been on for a little bit, babe. If you're just joining, we made some Fugazi red lobster biscuits. I have some lobster stock cooking over here. I got lobsters roasting in the oven. These are our Fugazi red lobster biscuits that we made. I made some roasted onions. Right now we're doing broccoli. So I just have some olive oil in the pan. I have a whole crown of broccoli that we're going to put in here. And I'm going to just really just cook it in this olive oil for like 4 to 5 minutes until it gets some color. I'm also going to put a lemon in here. I'll show you. I got to go get it. I used probably like 3 or 4 lemons for meal. Great. I'm just gonna cut this lemon in half. And I'm just putting it face down in the oil. I'm gonna squeeze it over it after it caramelizes, okay? I'm getting a little flavor. This is probably my favorite meal right here. Nice little sauteed vegetable, a little biscuit or bread dip on the side, and a roasted seafood or like a captain's fisherman's platter. Something like that. Like I like broiled seafood, like really not fried. I prefer it to be like a nice broiled roasted, you know what I mean? You're my favorite brownies world. So we're just gonna get a little color on this broccoli. And then we'll put some stock, or you know, we'll probably do wine because I have it open, and some garlic. But you don't want to put the garlic yet because it will burn right away. So don't bother. Don't put the garlic yet. There's nothing better than broccoli and garlic just sauteed with some olive oil. And you know what the secret to make it taste like restaurant is? Some chicken bouillon powder. Literally, chicken bouillon powder. That's like the restaurant secret, okay? What's up, Jessica? How are you, babe? Have you been back over there? I broiled whole onions. These are whole onions that I roasted. They're like very tender. You use them like a side dish. I roasted them up with like olive oil, garlic, some Old Bay. I recorded that too. I did a lot of recording today. See, certain days of the week, I'll do like bulk recording, and then I like, as I edit it, I put it out because it's really it's not easy for me to do it all in one day because obviously I have kids. So on the weekend, like my husband's home, so we make it work. We make it work. Right now we're charring broccoli, and this is exactly what we want to see. It's got a little brown when you open this door. See how the edges are like getting a little brown? That's what you want. You want to just get some color on it before you start putting liquid. You're not really cooking it here. You're just getting a little color. Basically like searing meat, but we're doing broccoli. So I'll just do like once on each side. Nothing crazy. You don't got to go crazy here, but just a little bit of flavor. Builds a little bit of flavor. Like look. Delicious. Don't be afraid to use your stove. All right, I'm gonna do it like this for another 5 minutes, and then we're gonna put some liquid. Now, when I serve those lobsters too, like I'll take the liquid from the bottom of the pan of the lobster, And instead of melting butter, like that's your dip. The basting liquid from the lobsters. Okay, but on some reels, my people, what should we cook on Tuesday? I learned to cook. I mean, I'm going to tell you the truth. I grew up in an Italian household, so you kind of just like come out of the womb cooking. You know, it's not even like, it's not like expected of you. You know, you just like know how to do it. Most of the time, you know, most of the time. But I do enjoy it. I found a lot of, like, comfort in cooking. Not even, obviously enjoying the food too, but creating the food, like flavor combos and like creating a menu. I really enjoyed that. Mango salsa with shrimp tacos sounds so delicious. So I was thinking maybe like a seared fish, either like a salmon, like a nice steaky fish, like a salmon or a cod, and doing like a fruit salsa, like a fruit that's in season. I've been seeing plums a lot, so I'm thinking plums are in season. Yeah, that sounds delicious, Leah. We should do that. All right, I'm going to show you what my broccoli looks like right now. Look at it. Charred broccoli. Now, before you put your garlic in, don't put your garlic right away. I'm going to use wine because I have it open, and we're probably not going to finish this bottle today. So use chicken stock if you don't want to use the wine, okay? You're going to be very loud searing. Here we go. Let that cook off for a sec before you add your garlic. I'm also going to take your lemon out. See your lemon? We'll squeeze that over the top at the end. Okay, now the wine is gonna like thicken up nicely as it cooks. Now you can add your garlic. I'm gonna add a nice scoop of garlic here. Probably like, I'd say like 4 or 5 cloves. Like, look, that looks so delish. Now you really just want to cook the broccoli till it's tender. I'm gonna go in with some chicken bouillon. And this is your salt. I'm not putting salt. This is our salt. And then, like I said, we'll squeeze that, you know, crispy lemon in at the end. I'm gonna put a little foil over this. Just let it sit and get nice and tender. You're gonna cook it covered like 4 to 5 minutes. That's it, just till it's nice and bright brown. Thank you, Dessa. That's so nice. Yeah, I just made a little crushed garlic in the food processor. You put the whole garlic with some olive oil, and then you just put it in a jar. I save it up until like a week, 5 to 7 days, and I store it in my fridge. Like, I only make as much as I know I'm gonna cook that week, you know? We did make some zucchini flowers earlier. You missed that. We stuffed them with ricotta, honey, mozzarella, and then we put them on a bed of a pesto. I made a pistachio basil pesto. I recorded. I just didn't get a chance to edit, but I will. At some point. Onyx, that sounds so sad. Your FYP must be really boring. Hi, Mommy. Is she sleeping? Aww. right, sis? What's up? Where are you? You okay? How was your time? Have a look? You good? Oh, yeah. Did you have so much fun? Answer that. Answer that. Listen, sometimes you fall and hurt your knees. It happens. Sometimes you fall and hurt your knees. Thank you for following me, my friends. Let's see how much longer is on that timer. Hey Siri, how much longer on that timer? Couple of secs. Just because before I hop off, I want to show you at least how I top it with the breadcrumb, and then I can record the finished product. You know what I mean? The zucchini flowers I grew from my garden. I grew them. And I am so proud to share that. I really am. Right now I'm growing, if you want to check my page, I actually just posted a garden update. I'm growing all different types of cucumbers, all different types of peppers, all different types of eggplant, all different types of tomatoes, peppers. Did I say peppers? Strawberries. It's not raining now, but it has been raining on and off all day. Enjoy, Suzanne. Make sure you make like a garlic mayo with it. Then you can make a garlic butter. You could use it in whatever you're cooking that week. Instead of using fresh garlic, use your confit garlic. If you guys are just joining, we already cooked. Okay, I'm just waiting for my timer to come off for that lobster. How long did the timer say? Did you guys hear that? But I did make some whole roasted onions. I'm going to show you. Whole roasted onions. I roasted them with some olive oil, salt, pepper, some Cajun seasoning, garlic. Let's check our broccoli. Looks so good. Now at this point I'm going to shut this off because by the time it sits and by the time we sit to eat, it's going to be fully cooked. It'll be like the consistency that we want. It'll be the texture we want. Like, look at that. That looks delicious. My husband really likes broccoli like this, so I'm gonna just put this lemon up like this and I'll squeeze it on right before we eat. I'm gonna keep it covered. I do cook on Tuesdays. I will still be on Tuesday. This is just me on leisurely hanging out with you guys. I don't want you to think that I'm only hopping on live because I'm also sponsored by TikTok for that Tuesday live, you know what I mean? So I have been trying to hop on either like a Sunday or a Monday with you guys just to like balance it out. You know what I mean? Because we used to do Friday night lives and that just wasn't fitting my schedule anymore because, you know, kids. So I just try to make it work. I try to make everybody happy. You know, because it's like different when I'm doing the Tuesday and I know it's for like TikTok TV or me just hanging out with you guys, hanging out, you know, like being me, chilling. Maybe passing a curse word here and there when I'm not supposed to be, you know. So we made some roasted broccoli that I just showed you, the roasted onions. I'll show you these Fugazi red lobster biscuits I made. Like fake, you know, red lobster biscuits. And then I have lobster in the oven roasting. Hey Siri, how much longer on that time now? 57 seconds. Let's take it out now and do it. 57 seconds, look at the breadcrumb. When do you open like 5, baby? So I'm just gonna go in with some breadcrumbs on the parts that are like exposed, so the legs and probably like the stomachs. This is just some regular ass seasoned breadcrumb. Jalapeno for long hot? Sure, you could do that. No big deal. Very similar. Hey Siri, off. Get this foil off. Now, that looks so beautiful. If you're just joining, we roasted some lobsters, and it's like, it probably needs like another 3 to 4 minutes right now. So I'm gonna put this little breadcrumb, I'm gonna cook it uncovered now for a few minutes. I show you. It smells so delicious, guys. Oh my goodness. And I'm not gonna put it on all of them. I'm just gonna, like the claws, I'm not gonna put it on the claws. There's really no reason to. I'm just gonna go in with my hands and just sprinkle a little bit on the meat that's exposed. And this is just gonna give it a little texture. And really not even that much. Maybe like a tablespoon on each, you know? And then I will go in with a little bit more of that old bag. Actually, let's go with some salt because I already put the old bag. Just a little bit. I'm gonna put this back in uncovered, okay? No need to put any oil. Let's get some of that oil from the bottom under there. Okay, just pop this in. Cooking seafood scares you? Why? Why would cooking seafood scare you? Now, underneath here is basically like a seafood boil sauce because it has white wine, it has lemon, it has butter, it has all the things that you would be putting in your seafood sauce. So after I take everything out, put it on a platter, I'll pour the sauce in like a little side bowl, and that's what you'll dip your lobster in. That's what I got in my head, at least. And that's all, my friends. I'm gonna hop off because I gotta tend to the kids, you know. I have been on for at least an hour with you guys. 4:20, over an hour. Wow. We got a lot done. You see what happens when the kids aren't here? You get so much done. I will record when everything is done so I can show you. Well, I already showed you the biscuits. I already showed you the broccoli. You really just want to see the, you know, the lobster. And maybe we'll mukbang. Maybe. We'll see. But I really just want to like straighten up the kitchen before we eat. So after we eat, I don't have to go crazy loco moco. You know what I mean? That's what I call it, crazy loco moco. So if you're just joining, it was the lobster that we just topped with the breadcrumbs, if you saw. This is our homemade Fugazi red lobster biscuits. Whole roasted onions. We've roasted up with olive oil, garlic, some Old Bay. Like, these are so tender. Like, watch, let me show you. Let me pull the inside out. These are whole roasted onions. Like, they literally just fall apart. And I love to eat them as a side dish, especially with seafood. I'll show you the broccoli. It's just like a garlic and oil charred broccoli we made. And then I also... I also charred up some lemons, so we'll squeeze it on right before we eat. And when the lobster comes out, I'll record, you know? I also got some lobster stuff going. We got a lot going down in this kitchen today, okay? We got a lot going down. I'm definitely gonna post this. I will try to cut it for content, but if not, I will also post it to my YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, I posted about 5 or 6 of my last TikTok lives, which are over an hour of content, literally from start to finish of the recipe, of me cooking it, finishing it, you know? So I did post about at least 5 of my last TikTok lives. So if you're bored and you got nothing to watch, go head over there and, you know, if you're vacuuming your floor, you're cooking in the kitchen, put your headphones in. This is actually, when I host events, like those in-person cooking demos, I always make homemade goodie bags that I pay for myself, by the way, not sponsored. And I bought, the last goodie bag I gave out, or maybe it was the one before that, I added in these like mini olive oil, you know, bottles. And I had some additional. So I've been keeping them around and filling up my regular olive oil. Oh my God, babe.
What?
Come here, please. You have to try my zucchini flowers.
Yeah, I thought it was something.
No, you got it, but you got to do a dip into the pesto that is literally life changing. I'm not kidding. Dude, they're cold now. They were so much better hot.
Let's get the shit out of it.
They were so much better hot. But can you go back so they can see you? Because they're not going to believe me.
They're not gonna believe me. Alright, here's zucchini flower.
Did you get the pesto?
Yeah.
You eat that.
It smells like crab and lobster.
Do you want to try a zucchini flower?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you this small little one. So this is basil and pistachio pesto though.
Okay.
Are you cool with that? It's herbs.
Okay.
All right, this is a small one I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
So good, right?
Delicious.
I'm gonna dip it in the pesto. Taste that. You can be honest too. That is the zucchini flowers that I picked this morning. I stuffed them with ricotta and honey. And I put them on a bed of homemade pistachio basil pesto. You could be honest, but I won't be mad at you.
It's actually so good.
It's actually so good. High five, kid. See, this white. She says she doesn't like parsley, but she's like over it now, I feel like. She's over it. Okay, get out. Love you. Love you so much. I'm getting off. Love you. We love you so much. This was delicious. I promise I will mukbang the finished product because obviously you can't not see it. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you for hanging with me. I'll see you Tuesday. Don't forget, 8 p.m. Tuesday Eastern Standard Time. And then tomorrow I'm going to hop on in the morning and let you know what I'm cooking. But most likely leaning towards a seared fish with a fruit salsa. Sounds refreshing. Perfect for the summer, right? Bye, guys. Love you.